Hey everyone, and welcome. It's that beautiful time of year again. But for so many of us, along with all the blessings of Ramadan, a really frustrating guest shows up: acidity. So today, we're diving into a full survival guide to help you manage this thing so you can focus on what really matters.
Does this sound a little too familiar? You finally break your fast, you're looking forward to your meal, and bam, within minutes, that awful burning sensation starts creeping up your chest. Your throat feels all sour. Yeah, if that's you, trust me, you are not alone. But the great news is you don't have to just suffer through it. And you're in exactly the right place, because in this explainer, we're going to cover how to put a stop to it.
So let's start by getting to the root of the problem. That discomfort, that heartburn, that acid reflux so many of us feel during Ramadan, it isn't just bad luck. It's a really widespread issue, and it has very clear causes that are tied directly to the act of fasting itself. I mean, it seems completely backward, doesn't it? You'd think not eating all day would give your stomach a much-needed break, but for a lot of people, the exact opposite happens. So what's going on here? Let's get into the science behind this weird paradox. Okay, so let's really dive into the why. We're going to break down the four main reasons your stomach can feel like it's in total revolt during this month. First up, your stomach doesn't just, shut down because you're fasting. It actually runs on a clock, your regular eating schedule. So it keeps on producing hydrochloric acid, which is that powerful stuff that breaks down your food. The problem is, with no food in there to soak it up, all that acid just starts to irritate the stomach lining. And that's exactly why the acidity can feel at its absolute worst in those hours right before iftar. Second, and we've all been there, right? After a long day of fasting, it is so tempting to just have a huge meal all at once. But when you suddenly dump a ton of food into an empty stomach, it gets completely overwhelmed. It just struggles to process everything. And all that pressure can literally push stomach acid back up into your esophagus, creating that painful burning feeling we call acid reflux. And number three, let's be honest, so many of our iftar favorites, like those crispy pakoras, the samosas, those rich, spicy curries, they are really tough on the stomach. You see, deep-fried foods take way longer to digest, which ramps up that internal pressure, while spicy foods can directly irritate your stomach lining. It is a perfect storm for heartburn. And finally, this is a huge one that so many people overlook. When you lie down with a full stomach, you lose the help of gravity. Gravity is what helps keep everything down where it belongs, so lying down makes it incredibly easy for stomach acid to flow backward into your esophagus. You ever wake up with that awful sour taste and a burning in your chest? This is almost always the culprit. All right, enough about the problem. We get it. Let's move on to what you really came for, the solution. The good news is that with just a few smart adjustments to what and how you eat, you can absolutely take back control and prevent this acidity before it even gets a chance to start. Okay, take a look at this list. I mean, it reads like a who's who of iftar favorites, right? You've got your deep-fried pakoras and samosas, spicy curries, and even that beloved doodh pati chai. Well, the thing is, caffeine actually stimulates acid production, and all those sugary carbonated drinks, they just add gas and increase stomach pressure. The key here isn't to cut them out completely, it's just about being mindful and enjoying them in moderation. And on the flip side, check out these amazing alternatives. You see the pattern here? Foods like banana, plain yogurt, cucumber, watermelon, they're all naturally cooling, they're hydrating, and they're really gentle in your system. A banana acts like a natural antacid, coating the stomach lining. Oatmeal is incredible because it actually absorbs excess acid. And for some quick relief, even a glass of cold milk can help temporarily neutralize that burn. So let's put all this together into a simple daily checklist you can actually follow. It starts with breaking your fast gently. A few dates and some water is perfect. Then focus on smaller portions. A great rule is to stop eating before you feel completely full. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate between iftar and sehri. And this is critical. Give yourself at least 20 to 30 minutes after sehri before you lie down. A simple trick like adding an extra pillow to elevate your head can make a world of difference. Now, beyond these daily habits, a lot of households rely on traditional home remedies. And one of the most popular, and for good reason, is ajwan, also known as carom seeds. So let's put a little spotlight on this powerful little spice. So what is the secret sauce in ajwain?
What makes it so effective? Well, its power comes from an active compound called thymol. This is the very same stuff found in the herb thyme, and it is celebrated for its incredible digestive properties. It's what makes ajwain the go-to remedy for everything from gas and bloating to just general indigestion.
And what's amazing is that ajwain works on multiple fronts at once. It doesn't just help with one thing. As you can see here, it helps release trapped gas to reduce that bloated feeling, it helps neutralize stomach acid, and it even supports your overall gut motility to keep things, well, moving smoothly. It's a real powerhouse. And making it could not be simpler. Seriously, you just add a teaspoon of the seeds to a cup of water, bring it to a boil for about 5 minutes, strain it, and then just sip it warm after your meal. It's such an easy, time-tested way to calm your whole digestive system down. But, and there's always a but, as with any remedy, even the natural ones, it is really important to be informed. Ajwain is a powerful spice, and while it is fantastic for digestion, more is not always better. So we have to ask the big question, is there a downside? While it's generally very safe for most people, going overboard can actually lead to some pretty unexpected side effects. And get this, here is the really ironic part. One of the main side effects of having too much ajwain is acid reflux, the very thing you're trying to prevent. In large amounts, it can also cause things like dizziness. It could potentially affect your liver, and because it has natural blood-thinning properties, it might affect clotting. This is a perfect example of why moderation is absolutely everything. Okay, and this next part is super, super important, so please listen closely. Because of its powerful effects on the body, pregnant or breastfeeding women should avoid concentrated remedies like ajwain water just to ensure their safety and the baby's. As always, if you have any doubt, please talk to a doctor first. So, after looking at the causes, the food swaps, and even the traditional remedies, what's the final verdict? How do you really conquer Ramadan acidity for good? Well, the real answer isn't a magic pill or one single secret ingredient. It turns out the most effective strategy is a holistic one. It's about combining what we know from modern nutrition with the mindful, moderate use of that time-tested traditional wisdom. So instead of just tolerating discomfort this year, I want you to think about one small, totally manageable change you can make. Maybe you'll swap one fried samosa for a banana tonight, or maybe you'll just try waiting those 20 minutes after Sehri before lying down. That one small step could be a total game changer, and it might be all it takes to completely transform your Ramadan experience for the better.